we'll start with this. Hello, I am back. This is going to be a solo stream today. So yeah. No one shot for today. I'm currently in the middle of my college finals, so I wanted to do something a bit more relaxing, something that would take a little bit less prep time out of my day. So today I am going to, as the reputation that I have of the wonderful artist that I am, of course, I'm just gonna try to draw some D&D characters. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to draw. I'm sure it'll end up with some fantastic art. So yeah, I'll just get right into it. So I'm gonna start with one of the classics. I am going to draw a dragon, because why not? Hello. Hey, Haley. Welcome to the stream. I am drawing today. Yeah. I'm gonna draw a blue dragon. And of course, I know it's cheating, but I have a reference. I have the monster manual right here. I'm looking at it, but it's for good practice. You're actually about to take a final? Damn. It is that time of year right now, isn't it? I'm not looking forward to mine. I have like 2 papers due next week. Oh wait, hold on. I forgot to unmute the tunes I got in the background. Let me do that. Okay. I've never listened to this playlist before, so I hope the music in it is good. So we'll start with the most prominent feature of this dragon, which is, of course, the horn. And see, as a professional artist, you always start with the most prominent features, so you can kind of get a reference for everything else. And I would know, because I'm a professional. Perfect eyeball. Mentally checked out and still have 2 finals left. Yeah, I think I have 3, if you count, well, the papers. I've got like 3 next week. I have an accounting final on Monday. That's going to be rough. But I wish you, the best. I know, like, with us having to take finals and stuff from home, it's like, we have to keep focusing on school, like, during the holidays and stuff. Then he's got some Sonic hair. Some Sonic Turbo hair. You too? Yeah, thanks. I imagine it'll probably turn out fine for everybody. It's got a real sharp chin, huh? I'm glad you can't see the reference I'm using. Hey, this looks like a Flex just makes things harder. Yeah. Well, there's only so much you can do in a year like this, huh? So let's do, since I should have done this before. But the horn isn't actually black, so I'm not gonna make it black. It's not too bad, huh? Oh, the bucket fill on paint does not work out very well. So yeah, we're getting somewhere. I realized I wanted to say hi and hope the stream goes well. Good luck in finals. Thank you, I really appreciate it. It means a lot that you stopped by. I hope you're doing well too, and I hope we can get back to playing D&D soon, once we get back to school next semester. Let's see, it looks like this is cut off a little bit. Can I... There we go. Yeah, I want to make sure I get the full thing so you can actually see what I'm drawing here. And it's snapping to like everything. Okay, we'll just leave it in the corner there. See ya. Yep, So he's got a big old chonkin neck. Ooh, that's not right. I give me that undo button. Big old chonkin neck right here. And then we've got do something like that. Got his chest, sort of this design that runs all the way down. So yeah, we'll do like that for now. Hey, this isn't too bad, is it? Big dragon. Big ol' chonkin' dragon. This actually is turning out way better than I expected. A little proud of this, huh? I shouldn't be. Dragon tongue, of course. Probably not the perspective I really wanted that, but... Alright, I'm gonna give Bucket Phil another chance. Not that bad, not that bad. He's a little toothless right now, but... we'll get that remedied pretty quickly. Needs some dental work, I guess. There's some good old chompers. Yeah, I wonder... Okay, this might be a little dangerous, but I wonder if I can get... I should have done this in the beginning. Oof. Yeah, I figured that wouldn't work out. Oh well, I'll change the background color on the next one. I'll do some nice aesthetic later on the background. We need to get his wing... some more work done on his wing, though. We'll start that. Oh, music change. No idea what this is, but kind of bops. I feel like drawing is a good way end off this. I mean, well, this isn't the last stream of the year, but I feel like it's a good way to take a break. Just chill for a bit. Yeah, something like that. Alright, Bucket Phil, don't let me down. What's this? Trying to get somewhere now. And then his wing kind of comes out like this. Those beats are fire. I'm glad you like them. I'm real glad that you like them. Bucket Phil. Wait, hold on. I know this is gonna mess up if I don't. Get at the top right here. No, it's not gonna. Okay. God damn it. There we go. Should have put more of a curvature on that, but that's okay. Is it showing up good on stream? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. So yeah, that's his wing, I guess. I'm gonna pull this out a little bit more. Nice. Okay, let's get back to the face. So the eye, kind of a bit sharper. I'll just fill this in and kind of do the same color, like this kind of flesh colored. And that's the dragon eye, I guess. And then some of these horns are like this. Change of tone, huh? This is an interesting playlist. Alright, hell yeah, Bucket Phil. Really not letting me down, are you? It's not good. Alright, where are we missing? Where's our gap? Is it at the bottom? Oh, because I have the bottom open down here. Well, I'll just keep this all in one plane. We're almost there. Is this it? Is this it? There! Oh, well. Close enough. I'm gonna fix it. It's gonna bother me if I don't. And bam, he's blue. And then, no. There we go. Is this something I should be proud of? Isn't there like, because there's different brushes on here. What if I like, there's a marker one, huh? It's not really. What if I do like that? No. I want to add some texture to it, but I feel like I'm limited with the tools I have. I could spray paint. No, that's better. I feel like it's as basic as it. I guess it's as big as it gets. No, that's not. Just that one. Trying to stay in the lines a little bit. There we go. Does it look good? But it looks a little bit textured now. I'm trying to make it look less streaky. Yeah, I mean, this is a dragon, I guess. I guess he's missing a wing, isn't he? I guess I need to, kind of need to remedy that. I give this one a bit of a sharper angle upward. Not quite that far. Alright, there. Have it go up like that. Uh-huh. Now this is a wing. I don't like that. Yeah, that's better. Alright, now we're cooking with fire, huh? Look at that! That's a dragon! You're open at the top there, I see. There we go. There with the spray paint again, pretending like I know how to draw or how texture works or anything like that. There are people that can do some crazy stuff on, even just on MS Paint, as limited as like this program is. It still lets you draw, and people make some crazy stuff on this. Like me. Like this, I guess. If you can call this good. Probably gonna regret this, but that's not bad, actually. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we'll do like that. Let me change to like this one. I'm really focusing hard on this, huh? It's pretty much the same. He looks happy, doesn't he? Yeah, I guess this is Blue Dragon, huh? Any requests as to what I should draw next? I have some other ideas, for sure. I probably don't want to do another dragon. Where is it? I don't know, does Blue Dragon here need any more detail? Oh yeah, I wanted to do, hold on, before I'm done with this, I wanted to do some background work. Let's put him... I guess I don't have that much space to work with, but regardless. I feel like I can do some cool stuff. We do like a cave type thing. And the fill tool is not super reliable, is it? Not at all. Really wish paint here wasn't limiting my absolute artistic skill that I have. Man, it does just love leaving these irritating little white lines on the edge of the borders that I draw for it. That's too light. Gotta make my own tones, huh? A little better, I guess. What if I just like... There we go. That's some color diversity, or something like that, I don't really know. Wonder if I could just like... Oh, that's not bad. There we go. That looks cave-like, right? And then... let's see. I don't want to add, like... let's do it, like, right... here. do like that. Kind of like the entrance kind of thing right here, right? Entrance kind of thing. The cave entrance, right here. This is the cave entrance. It even looks like that. Although I guess if it was the cave entrance, there would be less gray, wouldn't it? The outside world isn't gray too. Lighter. The sky. Man, what am I doing? I was thinking like, oh, you know, sky at the top, grass at the bottom. Oh, jeez. Oh yeah, I forgot this is open down here. Forget about that part. That part's not real. Only what's on the screen matters. Only what's on the screen matters. I guess let's do... No. Like that. That's better. Oh my god. Awful. What is this? Still not really sure about how my cave entrance is turning out. You know what it needs? It needs the sun. And, a tree. There we go, now you can tell. This is outside, it's pretty obvious now, huh? I don't need to spell it out for you. Oh look, I'll even go so far as to do, bird. A very high-detailed, high-artistically skilled bird. The bird is artistically skilled, not me. In this case, the bird. Not sure about that. I feel like it's more dense when you shrink it. It just shrinks the texture. Oh my god. So it looks darker. It's terrible. It's the exact opposite of what I wanted. Whatever. I feel like we're not that far off, huh? Let me get some more cave spikes, as I like to call them. Get one, like, right here. There's no way I'm gonna be able to fill that because it's textured on the inside, so... Look, we're doing it the old-fashioned way. I feel like this would be a good opportunity to tell some D&D stories. Just a thought I had. Not that I'm, you know, gonna tell stories, but I could. I think this one's a winner. I'm gonna save it real quick. Give me just a second. Find the perfect folder for this. Dragon. Saved. Alright, let's get a fresh one. Next drawing. Let's see. What can we do? What can we do? There are a lot of interesting ones. There's some more that I wanted to do. In a bit, there's a character I want to draw too, a character that I made in the past stream. But for now, I'm going to stick with monsters. I don't know, there's so many different ones. Let's do, you know what, let's do, let me find a Mind Flayer. Actually, you know what, no, I'm not going to use a reference for Mind Flayer. I'm just going to try to draw them from memory. I think I can figure out a Mind Flayer, right? Not much I can do. He's purple, like an octopus. So let's actually think ahead a little bit this time and do some background stuff. See if I can just, like, make this the correct size. There we go. Let's see. Let's do, put him in another cave. I don't want to put him in another cave. That's a terrible idea. Let's put him... Where would a Mind Flayer be? How about... What if we just put him in hell? Everything's on fire in hell, right? That's how that works. So... That's not the right color at all. Nope. It's hard to start drawing from the edges because it likes to click out of the... It started good, but I don't know why I have my sensitivity so high for this. That's not bad. Okay. No, not quite, not quite, not quite. So picky! Stop being so picky, just draw. There we go, there's some fire, right? Yeah. Time for bucket fill to ruin everything. Alright, and then that. And that. Okay. Once again, time for bucket fill to ruin everything. Do a Manticore? But I'm drawing a Mind Flayer right now, in hell. I'll do a Manticore next. Once I get my Mind Flayer. As always, we start, well, once we get our background all set up, let me finish with that actually. Hell is red, of course. I feel like hell, since hell is on fire, it has a lot of texture though, you know? A lot of fiery texture. This isn't working as well as I hoped. I don't know, it kinda looks like everything's on fire, right? Oh, I kinda messed that up. I don't know, does this look like hell? I don't know if that should be a compliment or not. Yeah! Nice fire, thanks. I'm really getting in the spirit of hell. That's what I'm trying to do, of course. But I figure I don't have to tell you that. It's kind of obvious. I don't need to explain my drawings. They speak for themselves, you know. They really do. They really do. Oh crap! I thought I messed everything up for a second. Just want to hit that undo button. I really should be using keyboard shortcuts, shouldn't I? God. Okay. Control Z. Now we're on to something. Keep forgetting to change my mouse sensitivity when I go back to draw. Like, I turn it up to what I'm used to using on my PC, which is way too high. To go click on the controls and change colors and stuff like that. And I forget to change it back when I go back to drawing, so I'm just flinging my cursor all over the place, creating hot garbage. MS Paint kind of pog. It is, isn't it? Except when it's not. It seems like there's many times when it's not. Yeah, you can tell my Mind Flayer drawing is going pretty well. Really getting the aesthetic in. Is this not... Nah, whatever, we'll just use drop burst so I know I get it right. Really, you really need to make sure you put excessive detail into every aspect of your drawing. Even the ones that you think no one will ever pay attention to. Although, of course, this fire being at the forefront of this work of art, it's important that you don't leave any of the irritating white lines that MS Paint likes to leave when you use the fill tool. And of course, you can always take advice from me because I'm a professional artist. People from all over the world reach out to me for me to make them art, and I always have to turn them down. Like, no, I'm too busy. I have too many requests already. I'm sorry. But I'll put you on the wait list, you know? Gonna have to start charging some premiums from my art. Well, I think there's more background stuff we can do. Well, actually, yeah, let's try experimenting a little bit with something. I don't really like this marker tool. There we go. Kind of imagine hell to have these big, like, red pillars. I mean, I should have used the paint tool more. This is good. This is hot stuff, right? Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay, I think it's time for the Mind Flayer. So as I said before, you always start with the most prominent feature of what you're trying to draw. In this case, it would be the long, writhing tentacle beard that the Mind Flayers have. And of course, there are countless disgusting, slimy tentacles. There we are. And then of course we have the eyes. Big ol' beady eyes. And the big ol' octopus head. Because they're big-brained, you know? Let's do this. Bit of a lighter purple in here. See, let's see what happens. There we go. Look at that. See, we got, he's got a rash, huh? Uh-oh, I didn't mean to do that. Alright. Beautiful. Really, really beautiful. Didn't actually want this at all. This is not at all what I wanted, so I'm... Oh man, I really... Oh, there we go, there we go. Let's get the paint tool back. The paint tool is just so great. How could you not want to paint on MS Paint? Nah, we'll redo the eyes. Be easier that way. I can paint them on. There we go. Alright, now that we've gotten the bulk of it, gonna get smaller paintbrush for precision. Squidman! Now you see, if this was real paint, then you would want to be sure to use only the highest quality of brushes. You see, a poor painter is just not a painter at all, really. If your brush isn't made from hair plucked directly from the mane of a virgin unicorn, then what are you even doing with your time? Of course, in the digital age, this can easily be simulated. To an extent, not to perfection by no means. If this were an actual brush, then the quality of my already incredible art would be, frankly, too much to bear for the eyes of the common man, but you must make do with the tools that you have. Not everyone can handle the power of the elite painting stylistic environment. Promise I'm not just spitting out gibberish. You just have to take my word for it, because, you know, you wouldn't actually be able to find out for yourself. It would be too dangerous. The raw exposure to such life-changing art have devastating effects on the world's culture. It's a fragile balance that I would not like to disturb, and so I shall make the sacrifice of suppressing my own talent. In order to prevent just complete and utter chaos. It would ultimately be destructive across the entire globe. And D&D, as we know it, would never be the same. And I, frankly, would be sad to see that happen. To be truthful. I just have too much influence. It's something you have to be careful with. As, Uncle Ben said before he was devoured by mind flayers himself. With great power comes utmost humility. Something like that, anyway. I don't know, Uncle Ben wasn't the smartest man. That's not good. Can I try to clean these tentacles up a little bit? Ah! A mouse is not the most precise tool for painting, is it? We're getting somewhere, though. We're getting somewhere. Okay, well there's his head. Now of course, mind flayers aren't usually this, usually don't have this blank stare this one has right here. Some of the anger. You know, it's amazing how much emotion that can be put into a single work of art. Yeah, we'll do, you know, we'll do black. Let's do, like, that paintbrush. I kind of messed that up a little bit. Mind flayers are pretty dangerous themselves, aren't they? Imagine if a mind flayer got out in the real world. Kind of hive mindian creature trying to, you know, abduct and assimilate people with psychic powers and such. I'm not sure we'd have much to counter with our technology. In fact, any kind of magic or mythicalness in D&D would definitely pose a challenge, regardless of our fancy guns and nuclear weapons and all that. What are you gonna do, nuke a dragon? I mean, yeah, I would nuke a dragon. Just to see what happens, you know? Do you think dragons go to space? Because they probably could. Like, it wouldn't... I mean, they're kind of, like, pretty powerful creatures, so it wouldn't really be that hard for them just to, like, fly up there and kind of check it out. Like... What is it? Is it gonna suffocate? Just hold his breath for a while. Or maybe not. Do the dragons even have to breathe? Good old No Name. No Name. Who's No Name? You asking me to name my, mind flayer here? He had a name once before his mind was flayed. He doesn't really remember his name, or she, or they, or however they identified before they turned into this isn't really important, is it? Because they're not that's not who they are anymore. Now they're this creature with writhing tentacles on their chin. And honestly, what could be a worse fate? Not from SpongeBob? Excuse me? SpongeBob? This is a D&D stream. I think you're in the wrong chat, my friend. If you let me know where the SpongeBob stream is, and I'll check it out later. But I'm afraid you're mistaken. All right, now let's get some arms in there. It's got broad old shoulders. Actually, no, that's dumb. What am I doing? And of course, like any good mind flayer, keeps his arms across his chest. Just like this. Like a Minecraft villager, except he's a mind flayer. A horrible, terrible monster that'll, you know, eat your kids or whatever. What do mind flayers eat? Do they eat, like, thoughts? Sick. Let's get this a bit. Shoulders a bit higher up, huh? There we go. He looks pretty evil, doesn't he? Also, I realized that I completely forgot to sign my last work of art. So definitely don't want to make that mistake again. What's a good color to sign in? I'm gonna just sign it in black, I guess. Cool. Alright, let's pack this one up. And I guess I'll do a manticore next. Beautiful. Oh, I just closed paint. That was not what I meant to do. Okay, cool. We're still good. What manticore? Is there a manticore in the monster manual that I could use for reference? When I get the D&D vibes, you know? There is! Let's see if we've got a picture. Oh, we do. Okay, sick. Alright, let's get this man-eating monster on, Okay, manticore. I don't know, what kind of environment do you live in? What does it say in here? I'd like to put them on a mountain, right? Because they fly, so it's kind of sit on a mountain. So we'll do them on a mountain. Let's get like nice gray background. And oh, you know, we'll put them so if we do like this, right? And this is kind of like an open little cave, like where his den is, in the side of a mountain. Yeah. So it'll be right in here. Whatever. Okay, let's start with the manticore. So the manticore, I think the most prominent feature. The manticore has a lot of prominent features. So in a case with something that you're drawing, where there's more than one prominent features, what you do is you simply start with each of the prominent features in whatever order you like, in order from highest prominence to lowest prominence, and then draw the rest, connecting the pieces like some sort of creativity puzzle in a way. And that's how you do it. So of course with a manticore, since the manticore is kind of different creatures put together. You know, you've got the face, head, that's like really creepy. You've got the lion's body and dragon wings, along with the spiked tail. So I'd say the lion's mane, the wings, and the tail are the most prominent parts in this. For the sake of simplicity, normally I would start with the tail, because I'd say that's pretty identifiable. But I'm going to start with the mane. We'll go from front to back. So a mane, see, the thing is with hair, probably don't want to use just a normal brush for this. For hair, I would say you want to use a crayon. So that is exactly what I will do. Right, and there's the mane. Probably want a bit more, want it to be a bit fuller, I think. So we'll make it fuller. Now the thing is, a lot of amateur artists may think, hey, you know, I've started with the mane, this prominent part. Wouldn't it make sense for me to go ahead and draw the face? You know, the face is pretty important. It's the thing that's probably going to be facing you before this horrific creature devours you. But see, that's the thing. That's really the mistake, is you can't destroy your order of prominence. You have to start with what you decided you were going to start with. You know, you can't just jump around like that. So yeah, so we're gonna skip the face right now. We're gonna go to the wings. It's kind of like flesh colored. I'm trying to find. That'll do. Yeah, so some flesh colored wings. Kind of out like. Oh, we're still in the crayon. We'll paint for this. Get the brush out here. I think the brush is the best way to go for sure. There we go. There's one, and the other one we'll put right here. These, of course, come down. Back of the manticore. Just like that. Let's see, and then so the actual lines part, and this is okay because it's still part of the wing, but sort of like the muscles of the wings kind of go in like this. Into these flappy, flesh-like wings that the manticore has got. There we go. And then what we'll want to do is take this, let's go a bit darker. I don't like that second one. This one's fine. Has a bit of character to it, huh? And then go a bit lighter, and hopefully this doesn't... Oh, don't, that's awful, don't like that at all. Let's try the marker. You know, I need to do it all in one stroke, so it's all one layer. Manticore, it might be my best work yet, in fact. I really think it might. That was an awful stroke. See, I'm a little out of practice. Now, the directions that your strokes take, especially when you're painting, matter a lot. Because they'll indicate the direction of the texture that your paint is going. So you always want to make sure that when you're filling space, to add the most isometric texture, you start from the outside and go in. And that's how you really impress the critics. You always want to double down with your... Yeah, that. Okay, so we have one more prominent feature to touch, and that is the tail. And then we can get to the rest of the stuff. So the tail should be pretty simple. It is a lion-type tail that comes out with a bunch of sort of like porcupine, like pines at the end. I guess you could just call them pines, but kind of spikes. Fresh wings? Thank you! It is coming together, isn't it? Those are some disgusting looking wings, honestly. Let me actually... There we go. I hope you guys are taking notes, because it's some really, really valuable artistic advice that I have been dishing out. Life-changing stuff, really. So the tail just kind of does what it wants, you know? It's got a mind of its own. The Manticore, in fact, doesn't even really have control of it itself. Like, if you were rolling this as a D&D encounter, the tail would roll its own initiative, really. If you were playing it correctly. And with that, the tail's fairly simple, to be honest. Yeah. So, that's pretty much it. I'll add, a bit of... stripes that the tail has. More tiger-like than lion, really. I mean, I haven't seen a lion with stripes, but... Yeah, now, so, like I said before, most prominent points are done. Now, you may think, oh, you know, now I can just go wherever I want. Now I can finally get back to that face that I wanted to. Wrong. See, the face, it may not be prominent, but it is still very important. And because of that, it's definitely something you want to save for last. For the simple fact that you'll fuck it up otherwise, and then your family will be disappointed in you. So it's better to procrastinate with the important things, and, you know, no one's going to pay as much attention to the body. Now, animal legs can be pretty complicated. But if you just get them right, then you'll be good to go, really. You just draw them so that way they look like an animal leg, then you won't have an issue. He's kind of beefy, isn't he? I think this Manticore is a little bit too beefy. He's on a diet now. I'm putting you on a diet. Been going a little bit too hard at that human flesh lately, have you? I will say it's interesting that MS Paint is realistic enough to have your paintbrush run out of paint if you hold it for too long. You don't re-dip it by simply lifting your mouse button and then clicking again to indicate a refilled brush. They really thought of everything when they made this program, didn't they? It's like an ancient relic that really doesn't need to be replaced. I hope you like this Manticore you requested. I'll be sure to send it to you personally, so you can print it off, get it professionally done at Walgreens or something like that, and hang it up on your wall in a very expensive golden trimmed frame, I'm sure. If you don't already have one ready, you might want to look into buying one online or going in person to buy a frame. Man, this guy is just kind of crawling. He's kind of gooning, isn't he? He's going for something. Kind of prowling around in his cave. Now for the texture, of course. Now, texture is always important. In this case, we're not going to be using the spray can, simply because I've already used it, and I feel like if I kept using the same thing, it would make me look bad as an artist. Like a one-trick artist or something like that. So instead, I will simply draw a bunch of random lines that I feel will add flavor to the drawing. Simply because in the monster manual, in the drawing of this Manticore, he has kind of half stripes. Now that we have drawn the body, we've drawn the wings, the tail, the mane, we can finally get to his face. Of course, there is an important detail that I missed, and I, of course, wouldn't want to have to go back and do something else after doing this. So I'm going to draw some nice little balls on this bad boy real quick. Not a fan of those. Alright, Manticore's almost done. We just need the face now. So we have... I'll start with the teeth. Pretty horrific monster we've got here. Looks to be pretty angry. Got these daunty, angry yellow eyes. And then, kind of a horrifyingly flesh-colored face. We'll get that in here now. Now it's important that you always draw the eyes before you do the skin, so that way you can color over the eyes by accident when you're trying to fill in, and then you simply have to draw them again. Because really, the second time you draw the eyes, they always turn out better than the first time. So it's always good to force yourself to redo things unnecessarily so you can improve. Now look at that, isn't that terrifying? Wow, that is horrifying. I don't like this. It makes me uncomfortable. That. A little lighter instead. Nose. Alright, now... There's a manticore. Really kind of a small face. But that's just how they are, you know? Like I said before, their face really isn't that prominent. It's all about the mane. It's really the mane. It's the mane that people think of when they think of a manticore. Alright, let's draw something else. Let me save this bad boy real quick. This treasure. And get a fresh canvas. Let's do... a minotaur would be good. Let's see. Oh, of course. One of the classics. We'll do a gelatinous cube. Now, the background in this one is going to be very important. So obviously we're going to have him in a dungeon, the classic gelatinous cube scenario. And it's going to be in one of the most deadly situations where you can find a gelatinous cube, which is in a hallway that the gelatinous cube takes up, wall to wall, floor to ceiling, devouring anything that comes into the hall, consuming and dissolving everything in its path. I guess we don't really need... This one can go. Weird perspective otherwise. So let's... No, that's too much. Okay, so now for the actual cube. So, many people think that gelatinous cubes are sort of these green slime creatures, but actually, if you look in the monster manual, the picture they got right here is blue, so I'm gonna make them blue. Although really, it can be any color you want. I mean, you know, you're the dungeon master, who cares what other people say? You can do whatever you want. No one can stop you, I mean, how important really is the college degree? It's not that important. You can just do what you want. So time for cube. Now, drawing in 3D space really isn't that hard. You simply have to draw lines that are in the correct directions with parallel and perpendicular lines. Not quite perpendicular, depending on your perspective. See, here I'm going for a very difficult perspective. But in fact, I have still achieved a beautiful outline for this gelatinous cube. I need to make my big as possible. There we go. Now remember, for isometric patterns, simply go from the outside to the inside. You'll get the best texture for your fill when you use a program with an awful bucket tool function. And this will really accentuate the sort of flatness of the gelatinous cube's edges, which, although being sort of a creature of slime and really substance more than flesh, it still manages to maintain a geometric shape, in fact, something that many creatures of even flesh fail to do, opting instead for their wild and accentuated curves and roundness with odd this and that. Alright, so, but what is better known of a gelatinous cube than what remains of their victims? What it contains, the treasures and the hoards and the weapons and, you know, such and such. That's really what gelatinous cubes are all about, huh? Throw one of these at your party? They'll be running for their lives, but, you know, they might turn around once they see that magical sword sticking out of it. Now you see, you can't go too far with the type of weapons that you give. Starting with a scimitar is a pretty strong thing. Get the hand guard in there. Handle. And let's get some filling. And for a drawing of this nature, it's more about quantity than quality with the objects the gelatinous cube will be holding. Because of that, I won't be going into too much detail with these weapons and odd trinkets and such, so I want to get finished with the scimitar so we can move on to the next thing. We're on a tight schedule here after all. No artist works undisturbed from their own personal lives outside of their work. So, and an eternity will not put food on the table. You gotta get your work out there in the world sooner or later for the critics and the connoisseurs to purchase and admire your work. Now, of course, once we've finished the items, we'll want to go back and highlight over them to make them look more inside for the time being. We will leave them as they are. Now, one of the more classic things is, of course, from past victims, there may remain a bone. Pretty simple thing to draw, but like I said, quantity over quality in this context. Of course, the most important thing to have in order to encourage your party to risk their lives and ultimately fall victim to the gelatinous cube is to have loot. An open chest. That'll, of course, ultimately turn out to be a mimic that was inside the gelatinous cube, suspended in sort of this space. But hey, treasure's treasure, right? We'll try this. I'm not sure. Vibe with this color very much. Want a bit more gold and... Got a brown back. Oh, Jesus. Oh, it's fun. There we go. You know, I say quantity over quantity over quality for this context in particular, but sometimes I just can't help myself. You know, sometimes you gotta have standards, right? There we go. Now we have a slew of countless objects inside this gelatinous cube. Certainly a huge threat for the party. Oh, I forgot to sign my Manticore. I don't know why I'm forgetting to sign these. I'll have to go back. Let me do that. Let's do a little signage real quick. Do this in a different color. We'll do this one in blue. I feel like that'll fit the theme. Yeah. Even picky of my own signature, huh? That's good. Need to work on that, I guess. No, I'm not checking how to spell gelatinous. I know how to spell it. Save that bad boy real quick. Let's open up the other ones, because I definitely don't want to forget to sign those. We'll do that real quick. If there's any, in the meantime, if anyone else has any other recommendations for things that I could draw, feel free to leave them in the chat. If not, then I can certainly move on. And of course, the Manticore. Sign this bad boy in a good old fleshy pink, huh? There we go. Alright. Man, this is kind of bopping music, isn't it? We'll go for a little bit longer. Let's do... So, what I want to do now is something a bit different. Instead of a monster, I want to do one of the characters that I made, a sorcerer tiefling. So I want to draw him. Now, I mean, pretty straightforward. I'm going to check his character sheet real quick because I don't remember all the details, but... So where did I put that? D&D... characters... There he is. Adrift. Yeah, so he's a tiefling sorcerer. Silver eyes, red skin, purple hair. Alright, got that. So that's what we'll do then. I'm not going to worry about too much of a background for this one. I just kind of want to do... we'll do like a headshot sort of thing. So, we'll start with... Let's do, hold on. Sometimes you can get real fancy with these tiefling horns, huh? Okay, maybe not that fancy. It's too big. Not being picky about his horns, huh? Making penis horns, huh? Something more like that, huh? Actually, this will be the first time I use the eraser, I think. Rather than the undo button. Kind of get that. That seems like a good... That's actually pretty good head shape, huh? Let's see. So his eyes are silver. So we'll get to that in just a moment. I don't like the fill tool. Let's get the paintbrush in here. I should have done that after. It's a big ass horn, huh? It's a huge horn. Until I really went symmetrical. Sometimes symmetry is, frankly, overrated, and the imperfections are really... really what gets you. Like, that's what draws the eyes. I mean, sure, symmetry may be a very attractive thing. And it certainly is, I won't deny it. But sometimes the jarring sort of being different kind of thing. See, this is why you always do the details and then the fill and then redo them. Because when you go back and do them, they look better. And the paintbrush is clearly a superior tool than the marker. I am, however, going to sort of break precedent here for a second and actually paint the face before I do the details of the face. No, I think, I'll probably want to immortalize these drawings by, you know, posting them online. So, after the stream's over, sometime later tonight, or perhaps tomorrow, you know, just whenever I feel like it, I'll post all these, immaculate works of art on my Twitter. Seems fitting that, that when I would make something toned down to the extent that the general public can withstand its visual presence, that I would share it online for all to see and enjoy. Man, he is really looking a bit, like just a demon, huh? Like, a drift is kind of just... not so much even a tiefling. Give him a strong nose, though. I do think... I know that tieflings don't always have pupils. I do think also I want his eyes to be a bit bigger than they are.
All those moments lost in time. Like tears in the rain. Symmetry with the eyes is always super difficult. What is this corner? Why do I struggle so much with that corner? I'll probably just start from there. Be like, yeah, that's better. We'll make this one a bit sharper too, just so to match that. There we go. Not too bad. Not too bad. Oh, I guess this needs to be more curved then. There we go. Perfect. Then the smile. So... maybe not a smile. Well, I guess I do need the, well... I won't, I'm not gonna do ears, because that'll end up being covered by the hair. Actually, let's just go and do that. Let's just go and do the hair. So... as you can tell by how I look in real life, am a sucker for long hair. So he's gonna have long hair. It's gonna kind of be tucked, like, around the horns. Definitely gonna want it a bit thicker, less wild. Just kind of more volume to it. Now it's important that every time you draw hair, you do, you know, each
individual strand of hair. You know, you never just want to have a solid block or a solid lump of hair. It simply means you aren't working hard enough as an artist. Let me get this eraser tool real quick. I feel like I went a bit too far out right here. Okay. The hair usually falls pretty close to the eyes. When you have it sort of let flowing loose, flowing free. Perhaps even over a little bit. So it's fine to have a little bit of overlap. But of course you don't want to cover pupils or else your character could get lazy eye, which is not good. I still feel like I went too far out. Let's do more like, yeah. Same thing on this side. Shave it off a little bit. Starting to thicken it up, get it more where I want it. Don't want the scalp to be showing through. It makes the hair look way too thin. So definitely need to be very full. You know what? I'm gonna make it longer. I don't like how short it is. I don't think it's long enough. Well, I need to do it in the back too, but I was planning on doing like a neck and shoulders, so we'll get to that. I wasn't just gonna do a detached head, although I'm kind of considering it now. We're certainly getting somewhere, huh? I feel like extra effort needs to put in since he's my character, but not sure it's paying off. Not sure it's paying off. Also, I don't know why did I put this centered? This shouldn't be centered. That's better. Yeah, definitely get that that hairy look sort of spilling between the horns and all that. Actually, yeah, let's do. Hold on, let me. Just gonna do like the underside of it like that. There we go. Yeah, sort of show the inside. All right. We'll give him pupils. I kind of want him to have pupils, so. Ah, well, I feel like his eyes aren't silver enough. Let's do this color. I think that's a little bit better. I don't think I'm gonna get the silver I want on this program, but it's a little bit better. Let me see if I can't do a background color a little bit easier on the eyes. Let's not do gray. There we go. I'm not really sure that's still worth it. I could just do like... That's not at all what I wanted. Okay. I feel like this is going not too bad. Not too bad, not too bad. Oh wait, not trying to exit it. Actually, I kind of just like that. I like the, Yeah! I don't know what he has to be unhappy, but he's a tiefling. Tieflings always have the most tragic, edgy backstory, so they've got to be unhappy, right? Oh my god, what have I created? It just hit me. I'm just looking at him and it's like, what have I drawn? What exactly have I created? This is like some middle school edgy preteen stuff right here. My OC don't steal blocks. Really, don't steal that. I'll come after you with my lawyers, but what is he missing? Ah, I know exactly what he's missing. He's missing texture. How could I be so foolish? That's not the right color. Hold on. Actually, let's just do the shadow. There we go. Yes, I mean... It's certainly something. So much for doing his shoulders, huh? So much for that. I really don't know how hair works, do I? I don't really know what I've made. This is supposed to be one of my characters. Well, only one thing left to do then. Oh, actually, let's put, do it in red. Do sort of a... Hey, that's not too bad. A little bit of calligraphy there for you. OC, please don't steal. Do we have any other potential possible requests from the chat? I might actually. We've gotten through 5 beautiful pieces of art. Might just call it here then. Bit of a lighter, chiller stream, but one that I think is necessary for my mental health in this arduous time of final exams, as I have to experience as a college student. To my unfortunate dismay, I am not able to drop out of college and Twitch stream all the time. But I plan to come back next week strong with another D&D one-shot. I have so many good and exciting ideas coming. I'm so excited. And yeah, that's so I think I'm going to end it here. To those that did come and watch my amazing works of art, like the one you can see on screen right now. Good old Adrift, good old buddy, old pal Adrift right here. I really appreciate everybody for coming in and hanging out for a little bit. A little bit of conversation going on, and that means a lot to me. So yeah, I'll be back next week. Hopefully to get this bar to push a little bit further to the end. Would really like to hit that before the end of the year, but we shall see. We shall see. It'll get there eventually. I know it will. It's all about when, not if. So, but yes. To everybody out there, thank you for watching, and have a good night. I will see you next week.